You got a big smile on your face. Yeah?
Oh, hey, kia ora. Hello from Topeka, Kansas. Hope you're all having a super fantastic sparkling day. We got here almost an hour ago. We're set up. We've been for a walk. Not much of a walk, just so Zeffie could do her thing. But we're here. We're all hooked up. It's hot. It's humid. But we're inside with the AC going and fans going just to try and cool the inside down a little bit. It's like 80 something degrees inside the RV right now and it's almost 90 outside. So yeah, we need a little bit of cooling. But fortunately, I got this big tree right here. So it's providing some shade. But this side, the driver's side of the RV is north. So which means the front of the RV is east, the passenger side is south, and the back is west. Which is nice because there's this nice breeze blowing. I've got the awning out to try and shade the windows to keep the inside a little cooler that way as well. And in the bedroom, all the blinds are pulled to try and keep the sun out of there as well and help cool the room off. So making plans, but yep, we're here in Topeka. So didn't get a chance to do daily challenges before we hit the road because bed was very comfortable this morning. I didn't want to get out, but I knew we had to go somewhere. Oh, thank you. I just got given the stick. She's got it out of her toy box. All right, so we had a total from when we left the camp to when we arrived was 3 hours and 40 minutes, and in there we had about 20 minutes for fuel. We had to stop and refuel, and it was one of the fastest pumps that we've had so far. So we had to about 3/4 of the. We were just under a quarter of a tank left when we filled up. So it took us like 10 minutes to fill the tank, 10 minutes to fill the tank, 5 minutes to wait in line to put the money on the machine, and then because when you're filling up a vehicle this large, the debit cards at the ATM cards, the credit cards on the pumps will only allow you to go to $100, and if you want to do more than 100 on that same card, you have to go inside and prepay. So it took us 5 minutes with the line that they had in there to get all the prepay done. Then it took no time to go and get the final receipt because they put a hold on that money, and then when you go back and say you want the final receipt, they release whatever's left of that balance back to your card. Was in and out of there pretty quick. Got back in the RV, had a quick drink, grabbed a snack, and then we're back on the road. So 20 minutes from when we arrived at the gas station to when we left. So that was pretty cool. So just under 3 hours drive time today, which was awesome. And I kept saying it was 184 miles. It wasn't. It was like 150, 160, somewhere around there, I think. And we had a toll road to go through. So in my program, I have set up what I don't want is I want to avoid tolls. I want to avoid dirt roads. There's like 4 things, and those are the 2 that I can remember. And I kept saying, we can't get you to your destination without, because we can't avoid 2 of these things. And it turned out there was a toll road. It cost me $3.75 along the Kansas Turnpike, and then turning off the road to come down the street here. We were on unpaved road, and I was like, okay, now I get why it couldn't go around. But anyway, so your challenges for today. Mindset is all about self-care. You need to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself and you're taking care of others, like if you are a parent, if you are a caregiver, if you're taking care of others and you're not taking care of yourself, then who's going to take care of them, of your family, or of your loved one when you can't? Because you're sick, you're run down, so you have to take care of yourself. It is important that you take time out of each day, even if it's 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there, at least take a minimum of a 15-minute solitude break where it's just you, even if you have to go lock yourself in a closet, and I have done that before. I have locked myself in a closet before just to get that alone time. But make sure you take care of yourself, even if it's to go do meditation for 30 minutes in the morning, or it could be doing some yoga, going for a walk, or anything where you are doing something to take care of you. It is so important. It's good for the brain, it's good for the mind, it's good for the body, it's good for the soul, it's good for your health. And that's the biggest one. It's very good for your health, because if you don't take care of yourself, who's going to take care of you if your loved ones are sick or your loved ones need you? and there's nobody around to take care of you. I learned that one the hard way, and that was my biggest challenge, and even today it still is asking for help. So make sure you take that time out of the day just to do something for you, even if it's going, if you can, find a hairstylist. You can tell I desperately need one. Go get your hair cut, go get your nails done, just take a walk, go find a tree to sit under outside if it's not too hot. I would love to go sit outside right now, but it's like, well, like I said, almost 90 degrees outside, and like 60-something% humidity, and I was like, no. It was bad enough just the few minutes we were out there connecting up, and I was like, I'm just going to go sit in the cool, I'm going to do my Facebook Live, then I'll get Zeffy's crate set up. My stomach's rumbling right now, so maybe I better start off with feeding myself correctly. So nutrition is also a good part of taking care of yourself. And I'm starting to be more aware of that and doing that more than what I was before. In your business, the question is, who's driving it? Are you driving your business, or is your business driving you? As I was driving the RV, as I was driving Sparkles today up here, I kept thinking, I thought, it would be really nice at times to not have to sit in this driver's seat all the time. It would be nice to actually sit in the passenger's seat and let somebody else do the driving. And then it got me thinking, how often in business are we doing that? Are we driving our business with the procedures and the processes that we have in place, so we get the maximum use of our time and our talents, or are we allowing the business to drive us? And if we're allowing the business to drive us, then what's happening with our business? Are we always constantly playing catch up? And when we don't have systems and processes in place, we don't have that roadmap that we need to follow, then the business is driving us. So you need to have that roadmap. Your roadmap is your process, is your vision. Your mission statement is how you're going to get there. Your vision statement is where you're going. So when you're looking at the roadmap, the mission is the roadmap, the vision is the destination. And then not only that, your processes, your procedures and processes will help guide your map along the way. And you're the one that puts those in place. If you don't have systems and processes in place, then the business is driving you. Things are getting forgotten. You're playing catch up all the time. So who is in the driver's seat in your business, you or the business? So have a good look at that today. And just, sometimes it's okay to have somebody else step in and drive the business for a little bit so you can take a vacation. But they can't happen if you don't have systems and processes in place. I am learning this, had this drilled into me for the last few months by my business mentors and coaches, that you've got to have systems and processes, because if you don't, you have breakdowns, things go wrong, which could easily be resolved by having a process in place. Everything from when a client walks in the door, or the client first contacts you, whether it be walking in person, whether it be by phone, by email, by a text message, whenever you have that first contact with the client, what is your process of walking them through the sales process, getting the quote out to them, following up on the quote, closing the sale, and then what do you do after you've closed the sale? What processes are in place for that? If you're in travel, you're paying that deposit as their first close of the sale. Then after that, what systems do you have in place to take care of them up until their final payment and beyond, for when they go on their trip, when they get back from their trip? What systems do you have in place if they decide not to do the quote? What processes do you have in place to keep the client interested in travel, or whatever your business is? Well, I'm using travel as an example because I know it very well. So what processes? So if the client denies the quote and decides they don't want to travel at that time, then what systems and processes do you have in place to retain that client and return them into a raving fan? This is something that I am passionate about. I have become increasingly passionate about it, and I have developing a system for my own business in different steps. I have, over the last few months, I've been working with my business coaches and mentors on putting these systems and processes in place. Am I there yet? No, I'm still working on it, but it's driving me to helping others get to that same position too, getting those processes in place. So as I'm learning, I'm turning around and teaching people, hey, we've got to get these processes in place. That's why you see so many colored stickies up here half the time. It's because these are the steps within the process, the different projects in a process that I have to get done. So who's driving your business? Are you driving your business, or is your business driving you? And when you want to take that vacation, does the business system and processes in place allow somebody just to step in and run the business for you while you're away, and you don't need to worry about it unless something major happens? And then for your fun thing today is go walk a dog. If you don't have a dog, there are organizations like the SPCA, the Humane Society, all of those sorts of ones where they have the dogs that are up for adoption and things, where they are looking for volunteers to come walk dogs. It's a great program. I don't know what they're doing during COVID or anything like that, whether they still need dog walkers, but call your local Humane Society, your local rescue dog rescue place, and see if they need somebody to go walk dogs. It's just that simple. But get out there with a dog. Dogs are so much fun. And the dogs just crave, the dogs that are up for adoption and stuff, that have been abandoned, have been abused and all that, they are absolutely craving that human attention. So go call your local rescue, your local SPCA, Humane Society, or whatever, and see if they're looking for volunteers to come walk dogs. I don't know what the application process is to go through to get to them, because I've never done it before, because I usually end up adopting a dog that I have to walk my own dog. But give them a call, find out if they're taking volunteers to come walk the dogs, and just go have fun with walking a dog. Okay, so that's it from me. So mindset, self-care, business, who's driving, and fun, go walk a dog. Have a super fantastic sparkling day, and we'll catch you guys this evening. Hei konera.